Without further ado, we want to get into our minute or so with SWE PNW for December. Up first, we want to identify, we've got a whole bunch of things for how you can how we communicate to you as section members. We've got our website where we keep everything related to SWE PNW, and from there you can find everything that we've got from our communication platforms like our blog, our rainy day reads there. You can find our archive of notes from the Northwest in our newsletters, as well as past emails that we've sent out. And it also has links out to our social media, and you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So please be sure to make sure that you are following all of our communication and you've subscribed to our email list to stay current with everything that we've got going on. In terms of our events, we also have some great tools for that. We have a Google Calendar that you are able to sync to your mobile device and to your own Google Calendar. So we encourage you to check that out. If you go to our Facebook page under our event section, all of our upcoming events are going to be listed there. You can share, you can like, you can interact, tag your friends who might be interested. Add an event if you have and take pictures. Make sure that you tag us at SWE.PNW, and you can do this on Instagram too, because we like to see those pictures and then make sure we share them to a page to highlight the fun that our members are having at our events and meetings. As I mentioned, we do want to remind you that we do have an email list that you can sign up for. You can tailor that sign up in terms of if you're interested in a particular focus area, you can make sure that you get on that segment of our email list. There are emails that we do send out to everybody all of the time, like the reminder for the digital digest today. And then all of our events you register or sign up through Eventbrite. You can search SWE PNW. We've got a couple of organizers out there, again, by our focus areas. Links are up on our webpage by area. And the really cool thing about Eventbrite is that you are able to follow event organizers. So if you're really passionate about doing outreach and you follow our Eventbrite outreach profile, you'll get notified of any new events that we create, even potentially before that we post them up on social media. So that's your first and foremost line of getting the latest and greatest of the events in the areas that you're interested in. So speaking of events, what do we have coming down the pipeline? We have our December face-to-face meeting tomorrow for our executive council meeting. It's one of our section operations that help keep the section running. That is going to be in Redmond, and we'll talk a little bit more about what that looks like next. We have an online EC meeting on the 19th of December. Again, that's kind of helping us keep the section going. Looking ahead after the first of the year, because it's always a good idea to look at what's coming down the pipeline at this time of year for after the holiday break. In early January, there's going to be a communications workshop with the Humphrey Group. Our professional development team is putting that together. In that first weekend of January, the 5th, where there's going to be a games and networking event under our social and networking category. And that's going to be at the Vernon Wells Club in Kirkland. On the 19th of January, we are looking to have our mid-year open house. It's one of our signature events. We did that last year and had a lot of great success. That's going to again be at Microsoft in Redmond. So we're really excited to kind of give you the teaser trailer leading into the new year, and then you'll see more things coming after the first of the year. So going back to our executive council meeting, our location host this time is Caldera Development. They're graciously providing the space for us. Our typical meetings, just so that you know what you are getting into when you come, it is a SWE section officers meeting. We do a formal call to order. We follow a little bit of Robert's rules and have to do official SWE business in certain ways. So it might look a little bit different than, say, a committee meeting if you've attended that. We then kick it off with a diversity and inclusion moment. We go through new section business. We do ask that if you think you're going to have something to bring up, that you pre-submit that so we can plan the content around and make sure that we can fit it all into our timed agenda. Then we bring up our SWE business and we talk about society level information, flow down from the leadership coaching committee, and then section business as we need to. Then we do our finance and budget review, make sure that we are properly allocating and accounting for our money and that we've got a plan for the money to support the events coming there. Then we get into the report outs by our section area or our focus areas. That's where you can get a sense of where those committees might need some help, what's coming in the pipeline, events that we have that you might be interested in either attending or helping plan. So it's a good way to get more of the details as to what we're doing as a section. We go through our action item review. We'll open up the floor at that time if anybody has questions or comments, and if time permits, and then we'll go ahead and close the meeting. So that's what our EC face-to-face meeting looks like. So we hope that if you're interested, you join us, and you can reach out to our president, swe.pnw.president@gmail.com, if you're interested in learning more about our EC meetings or potentially coming to the one on Saturday. With that, we do wanted to put another call out there for areas where you can engage with a section. So these are leadership and section operations opportunities that help us keep the section running. We need volunteers for committees, professional development, outreach, and volunteering are all looking for volunteers on a regular basis. We're just getting up and running with a college relations chair, and they're more than happy to have additional people help them. So if you're interested in helping with that, join that committee. We have a scholarships team that is looking at our scholarships program, and they're going to be needing judges and people to help with that. So that's a great opportunity to sort of do a touch point that helps the next generation of engineer. And then on the virtual brand team, this is our infrastructure side, making sure that all of our tools up to date, and that they're integrated with each other and that we're optimizing them. If you're interested in helping with any of that, we could always use a few more people to help, and they can be even small or big tasks. In terms of taking on more of a leadership position, if you're looking for that, we do have some chairs and lead options that we're looking for. We're looking for a social and networking chair to help coordinate those kinds of activities in a committee for that. Our Rainier Ramblings, that's our book club. We're looking for a lead curator. Right now, the book club's on a bit of a hiatus, but if somebody was interested in joining and picking that back up as a lead curator, we would be more than happy to chat with you and let you know how we've run it before, and we can kick that back off. We're also looking for a member engagement chair, getting that connection back to SWE and making sure that we've got our membership retention and that people have a point of contact to reach out to for membership concerns. And then we also are looking at, there's an opportunity to do a corporate relations lead or a company liaison and help us build the partnerships with local companies. So there's a lot of really great leadership opportunities. More on the business side of things, under our section operations, we have lots of things going on with signature events, and we're definitely looking for people to help plan or lead those teams. If you stick around after the minute or so with SWE PNW, we'll go into a little bit more detail on that. We do also have task forces, and those are items where basically we're taking an issue that the section has and looking at it, whether it's from paperwork to looking at how we improve our scholarships program. If that's something that you're passionate in or have a specific topic that you'd like the section to look at, let us know, and we can see if it fits under one of our existing task forces or if it's a different issue that there's enough interest in helping improve. And then from a basic standpoint, we're always looking for people to be content contributors, contribute in our Facebook group, write up a blog entry about their experience at the event, and just sort of help us generate that content to share with section members. And then rounding it out for a minute or so with SWE PNW, I want to remind everybody that we do have several position-based emails here. And under each one, we've identified what kind of areas, like if you've got questions on our K through 12 programs, you're going to be emailing our outreach VP email there. If you've got questions on our scholarships, we have a scholarships email. And if you have questions on our certificate of merit program, we've got a COM email. So we just want to remind everybody that there are ways to get connected directly to the focus area or the officer that you're interested in helping. And if you're not sure where to go, that's what we've got, our secretary email there at the bottom. Shoot an email over to our secretary, Marina, and let her know kind of what you might be interested in or what you need help with, and she'll try to help make sure that you get routed to the right person. So with that, I want to thank everybody for listening to our minute or so with SWE PNW.